So former First Lady Michelle Obama used her latest podcast episode to take on all the misinformation about her decision to skip the last inauguration. Take a look.
I'm here really trying to own my life and intentionally practice making the choice that was right for me. And it took everything in my power to not do the thing that was right or that was perceived as right, but do the thing that was right for me. Mm-hmm. That was a hard thing for me to do. Mm-hmm. I had to basically trick myself out of it. And it started with not having anything to wear. If I'm not going to do this thing, I gotta tell my team, I don't even wanna have a dress ready.
Mm-hmm. So, why? My question about all of this is, why does she owe anybody an explanation? I don't understand why.
Well, there were rumors that she was having trouble in her marriage. She's clearing it up.
But again, this is the fourth time she's had to do this, and I don't understand why, if she says I didn't go, why do I have to know? Why do I have to ask you, oh, what did you get your friend this month? Or did you not go because, why is it my business? She didn't go.
If I had to listen to Trump babble on for 2 hours, I'd have menstrual cramps too.
You know why? I think it's because women are always expected to say yes and expected to do things even when they don't want to do them. I remember in my 20s and my 30s, I didn't know the power of no. I just people expected me to say yes to almost everything. Is that how you got pregnant all those times? Pretty much, yeah, pretty much. But I think in your 40s and certainly now in my 50s, I say no when I don't want to do anything, and it comes with wisdom, and it gives you time and freedom.
Really?
It gives you the.
I must be a freak of nature.
You are. Well, you're different.
Because I don't understand why you would go somewhere and be uncomfortable. See, I don't want to be uncomfortable. Yeah. If I know I'm going someplace and it's not a good thing for me, I don't do it because it's not good for me.
Were you always like that?
Always.
Oh. But see, she
decides
you a lot of
she doesn't go, and then there's people jump to the worst conclusion. It's her marriage is falling apart.
Yeah.
And I literally just on Instagram the other day saw her pictures or video of her and President Obama on a date in Georgetown, like holding hands and out together. But people often, if a woman decides to make a decision, they're like, and a public figure, they're going to jump to the worst possible conclusion.
Because I notice, and maybe I'm just making stuff up, but I notice that when Melania doesn't go anywhere, people don't flip out the way they've been flipping out here.
They talk about it too.
We joke about it, but she is not obligated. She is not obligated to explain why she doesn't go, and I don't understand why one and then the other.
It's all over Twitter when she does that. They think she's in witness protection.
Yeah, but I would say it actually brings you to one of my points, which is when you're the acting first lady, I think the obligations are different and probably should be different. But when you are out of office, you are out of office. Peace. Like, she is allowed to say peace. Like,
What is it? How do you do it?
Peace. Peace. But on the way out.
You are scaring me.
I know. But I think that it's kind of what Sunny said, thank you. The power of no, that drawing your boundaries, that we are kind of programmed. It's not just expected of us. I think it's in us to just think that's how we please, that's how we succeed, that's how we show up. To let go of those, what you should do, takes decades. It takes wisdom.
But do you realize if you live by what you should do, by other people's standards, you will never move forward.
Yeah. Right, but I think it takes you, for me, not for you, it took me a long time to even hear that I was doing what should. I had dimmed my voice so much that I was autopiloting things, and that I was like, why does this not feel good?
You take the path of least resistance off, and even if it's not the best thing for you, I definitely fall into that.
Same.
There's such a thing as obligation in families.
Well, that's different. Obligation is different. She was not obligated to go to this.
Maybe you should tell everyone that.
Well, I do. I say to people, it's important that we recognize that, not just women, but just as human beings. We are not obligated to do those things which are harmful to us or that do not help us go forward.
Or cause
you're not,
discomfort.
You're not obligated. And what you do sometimes is you teach your children to do that. So maybe that's something we have to remind people to stop doing because it's not, what other people think of you is not as important as what you think of yourself.
Absolutely.
Because nobody can kick your behind like you can kick your own